Hey guys, happy Monday. I was so not even going to do a video today, let alone a premiere, but I know you guys are going to have a ton of questions. So I decided, okay, forget everything else I'm doing and I'm going to do a video because you guys are awesome. Since Ericos had announced it, I thought I announced it, but I didn't. So recently, on 135 videos that I've done, I have reached 1,040,000 and like 168 subscribers. I'm sorry, I wish. Views. So I think that's absolutely awesome. I know I announced it in Uncensored, but I didn't announce it to you guys. So that is absolutely awesome. I can't even believe 1,040,000 people have watched me. I'm blown away. Like, it's humbling. If I can turn them into subscribers, that would be even better. But being that I only have 100 and some videos and I have over 1,040,000 views is pretty cool to me. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So thank you guys. And to get those millions and 40,000 to subscribe, make sure you do subscribe, hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell so you know when I have a video coming out. And let's go to 2 million subscribers. Once I get to 5,000, I'm going to do like a $100 giveaway or something. I'll come up with it once I get there. But I figured every 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something for my subscribers. And no, I'm not going to get on the chair and dance naked. But as been asked, but I am going to, you don't want to see it anyway. But what I am going to do is some kind of raffle, or not raffle, gift card, like 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a gift card. And then 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a gift card, like a bigger gift card. It'll like go up in decimals by like 100. So stick around. And no, you don't have to be like the 5,000 subscriber. I'll do some kind of raffle or giveaway. So every 5,000, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. So what I want to get into tonight and why I'm doing the special premiere, even though I have like 1.5 million things to do. So check this out. I am not a reader at all. I hate reading. But I did pick up John Furrick's book today. I did it through Kindle, so I'm reading it online. You can get it through Kindle Unlimited if you have a Prime subscription, or you can pay $9.99, but there is a 30-day free trial for it. So I am absolutely blown away by it. It is one of the most captivating books I've read in a long time, unlike Ken Kratz's book, which was garbage. This book is just so good. He tells things that I didn't know before. And stuff about the Manitowoc Police Department is sickening. They are absolutely fucking deplorable. I have like pages upon pages upon pages of information that I took that I have like on the side somewhere, which I'm going to do videos for all of it. But tonight I am so mad at Manitowoc Police Department. I just had to get this video out there. So let me start with some stuff that I didn't realize. First, I had no idea, and if you guys know, don't get mad at me and say like, "Oh, you're an idiot." I had no idea that Teresa's picture business was for porn. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I thought, not that I thought she was going to do flowers and stuff, and I know she was, led a little risque life, but seemed like a typical 25-year-old. But her goal in her photography business, or a goal in life, whatever, was to shoot pictures for like Hustler and Playboy and that kind of stuff. I did not know that. If there's a lot of money in it, but to me, if this would have been known originally, and maybe it was, I don't know, but to me, this should have been brought up at trial, because now you open it up. Well, who is she taking pictures of? Who liked her? Who wanted pictures of her? Who wanted, you know what I mean? Like, it just opens up doors that weren't open before, for someone taking pictures like bees and flowers. So that I didn't know. Second thing, I think, don't quote me, I think I've changed my mind on the belief that Link planted the key. I know you guys are like, what? Here's why. Link very well could have. But Stephen Avery states that the day before they left for Crivets, which would have been on the 4th, that he noticed his back door was jammed open. And he noticed that there was like pry marks on it. And his trailer smelled like smoke, and neither him or Jody smoked cigarettes. Scott, however, Tadek, smoked like a fucking chimney, and Bobby didn't smoke. So they went in. So Stephen went in, and Stephen realized, hey, somebody's been in my apartment. So I'm thinking, I might be wrong, but I'm thinking that Scott Tadek actually planted the key, broke into his trailer and planted the key. Then when they went looking for it, they couldn't find it. So they had to wait for Scott to tell him, Scott, where's the key? And boom, then they found it. So I'm starting to think if Zellner believes that Bobby planted the blood, then Scott probably planted the key. I'm not sure if I believe that Link did it anymore, because I really am starting to think that they're not stupid. Like they they're not dumb enough to get caught doing it. They would have somebody else do it, especially on the 4th. So where he got the key, I don't know, but I'm really believing that Scott and Bobby are definitively involved in the planning. Ryan possibly. I don't know if Ryan smoked or not, so maybe Ryan broke into the trailer, but that's still risky. Like if Mama Avery or his dad or somebody saw Ryan breaking into his trailer, I mean, they would shoot him, rightfully so. But if they saw Scott trying to get in, nobody's going to think twice. So that's why I'm thinking that Scott had drove the trailer I'm sorry, that drove her car on Avery property, because remember, according to Zellner's theory, or a new theory, but it's in the book, is that the trailer was already on the property on the 4th, which perfectly aligns with my thought that Scott broke into the trailer on the 4th, planted the key. Once everyone left for Crivets, Bobby then took his sponge, which he cleaned up with, which makes a lot of sense of that smear mark, and used the sponge that was the blood was already on to wipe the car, wipe the blood inside. Now, what John Ferrick says is, I'm not sure if it's John Ferrick's words or if it's Zellner's words, but he thinks, or they said, or the expert said, it was actually the blood expert said that Bobby wouldn't have a lot of time to do this. He would only have a couple of minutes. So like if the cops took the blood, they're not going to be able to re-wet it 4 days later. Like it has to be done within a few minutes. So that's why I believe that Zellner has the belief that it was Bobby that did it, because Bobby did it in like a couple of minutes. So while Bobby was planning the blood, Scott may have been breaking into the trailer or something along those lines. So that's where I think that all ties in. So again, I really don't think Link planted it. I think Scott did. So moving on, this piece of shit, I did a video almost 3 years ago already about the Masons and how I don't really buy into the whole Mason shit, and I still don't. And people can say what they want, and people could say, I'm wrong. I'm not saying Masons don't exist, because they do. Knights of Columbus are everywhere. But I don't think it's this big conspiracy like some people believe. And I've said this 2 years ago. Again, there's a video on it with the Freemasons. Not everything in life is a conspiracy. And what happened in Manitowoc is a conspiracy, but not everything in life is a conspiracy. And just because you have a club or a boys club doesn't mean that they're going to go out and kill people. I still, even after reading Ferrick's book, I still believe that's exactly what I thought it was, and that's a police conspiracy. And how fucked up Manitowoc is, and all they want is to care about themselves. They want themselves to look good. So there's a lot of rumors that went on that Herman, which is this guy, had run over this kid, Ricky Hassletter. I don't know why these people can't have normal short names. Like Dassey, that's a short name. That's an easy name. But some of these names are so hard to pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. So Herman there were a lot of rumors that Herman ran over this Ricky kid because of this cops thing. This, it was a cops Christmas party. What I read recently, and I have never touched this, it's not really my thing. I'm not one to say it's a conspiracy. But what I did learn, what I did read, you guys probably know this more than I do. I know Ericos did a whole thing on this case. From what I understand and what I read on Reddit, from his own mother, Ricky's mom, whether it's true, whether it's her or not, I don't know. But it says that it was Cop COPPS, grocery store, who's the one having a party. And it wasn't a Christmas party because it happened on January 9th. So I found that really interesting. So for like 20 years, these fucking rumors are going around that it's Herman, and it wasn't Herman. I mean, it still could have been Herman, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't even the cops. It wasn't Manitowoc police cops. It was cops, the grocery store, COPPS. That's pretty major. So he may be getting a bad name for that he didn't deserve. Or he could have been the one that gunned him down. But that's part of this conspiracy stuff that really gives supporters a bad name, if what I read is true. And maybe that's why it was kind of dropped. I don't know, but it was right there on Reddit. And supposedly it is Ricky's mom that said that just to put an end to this, it was not cop COPS that had this party and who has a Christmas party on July 9th. So I just wanted to put that out there. Now going back to this Dick. So Kokorik was so worried about the politics and so worried about himself and that he looked good, he would promote anybody that he wanted. Anybody that would kiss this guy's ass, he promoted. Peterson killed somebody. This was not discussed. I heard Ricky a million times, but Peterson, this piece of shit, literally killed somebody. And the story goes, whoops, um, it was a girl. Now, of course, I had it ready, and now I can't find it. Here it is. The woman was Gina Herzog. They said the cause of death was a head injury sustained in the crash of motor vehicles. A squad car later collided with the wreckage and the victim. That's how she died. And Peterson was directly responsible for her death. And it's really a sad story. But what's really, really sad is how Kokorik, I don't even know how you pronounce his name, actually fucking handled it. So even though he was found guilty, fellow members of the Manitowoc Sheriff's Department have said that Peterson was racing towards the bar like a madman when he struck and ran over Herzog, who may have been sitting on the side of the roadway, shaken up from the initial motorcycle tumble, according to other sheriff's deputies who worked for the county at the time of tragedy. Nobody else was seriously injured from the motorcycle spill. 2 days later, a number of top public officials from Manitowoc orchestrated a press conference. Deputy Peterson was absolved of any wrongdoing and any negligence regarding this girl's life. So basically said that this girl means absolutely nothing. Um, but this gets pretty deep. And okay, as a result, the Kenny Peterson incident became a successful whitewash for Sherriff. Sheriff Kokorik was skilled at manipulating the local press to do what he wanted, and part of that skill also involved making sure that some stories that have been reflected poorly upon him and the sheriff's office never saw the day of light. In this girl's obituary, she was class of 77 graduate, and she worked for Sheboygan for the state Wisconsin's Divisional Vocational Rehab Office. She was survived by her parents, grandmother, brothers, and sisters. Um, there was something serious. Yeah, that Herzog didn't even like her death wasn't even necessary. Manitowoc Press was assured the matter was cleared up, even though it was unclear whether interview statements were taken. But there's a big thing that I need to find. Like I said, I wasn't prepared to do this video, but I had to. I think I'm going too far ahead. Okay, here it is. No. In the back of his twisted mind, Sheriff Kurak knew that he had pulled a fast one. It seems that he's like known for doing fast ones. I'm sorry, I did this wrong. The jury was in line with District Attorney Dennis Vogel and Sheriff Kurak. Avery was convicted of attempted first-degree murder, first-degree sexual assault, and false imprisonment. On March 10th of 1986, Hazelwood sentenced Avery to 32 years inside Wisconsin, blah, blah, blah. In August of 87, a Wisconsin appeals court rejected Avery's attempt to overturn his conviction, even though it appeared that Avery was truly innocent of the crime. In the back of his twisted mind, Kukurik knew that he pulled a fast one. He had hoodwinked the entire Manitowoc community, a jury, and even the rape victim. He had tricked them all into believing Avery was this villainous monster who raped the woman who ran the popular candy store in Manitowoc. Now that Kurik's career was going places, he needed other foot soldiers he could trust as part of the army. On December 21st of 1987, he typed a 2-paragraph memo for Peterson, said promotion. During the past 12 months, you've been in training for one of the most important positions at the department. Because of the excellent job which you have been doing, he killed a fucking girl. Effective January 15th of 88, you will officially assume as Deputy Inspector of the Operations Division. Congratulations. On 1989, Peterson drew another huge promotion from the boss. He's now going to represent day-to-day operations of the entire sheriff's department. For some reason, Manitowoc rewards people for killing people. It's amazing. Because the 85 Avery prosecution was a sham from the get-go, Manitowoc sheriff was growing increasingly paranoid. He was willing to target anybody who posed a threat at blowing his cover. In 1990, Avery was serving an unjust attempt to murder prison sentence. Kurik got wind of someone in town who was not convinced of Avery's guilt. Freedom of speech may be afforded by the U.S. Constitution, but the following information obtained from Manitowoc County Sheriff's report reveals the dangers of speaking out in a small town where law enforcement runs roughshod over the citizenry, whatever. He had people fucking arrested if they thought Avery was innocent. This is who runs this town. This has nothing to do with Masons. This is fucking politics. I will keel over if Zellner is able to get a trial in this political arena. Even though this was, 18 years ago, 30 years ago, it doesn't matter. Nothing has changed. We see that. I was pretty unsure that this $36 million played as big of a part as a lot of truthers want to kind of make it out like. But after reading this whole, I mean, I'm obviously not reading the whole thing, but once reading this entire thing, I realized, you know what? There is something to this. Not the 36 million, because he wasn't going to get 36 million, but there is definitely something to this that just the corruption that went on and by Keurig. And, another thing I noticed is that Peterson retired in, all right, as a cop, as I said, I have family members that are cops. As a cop, you do 20 years, just like a school teacher, just kind of like any other job. You're going to do 20 years. He did 18 and he stopped in 87. That speaks volumes to me. Now, I don't know if Manitowoc, you can still get everything at 18 years, and maybe you don't have to finish 20, but I guess when you're as high as he is, really doesn't matter because you're going to do whatever the fuck you want anyway. But I'm really starting to think that he left on purpose for whatever his reasons were, but he did leave 2 years early. It's kind of surprising. The sketch artist reader, forgot his name, but the sketch artist guy, he's just as bad as Keurig. Then you have Bushman. Bushman appeared to be a drunk driver. Observer appeared to be a drunk driver, and Bushman was unable to stop the squad car before it ran on the road. Accident investigated and written by the Wisconsin Police Patrol. Bushman's incident was presented to the Sheriff's Office Accident Review Board. One of the reviewers happened to be Peterson, who ran over Gina. We recommend Sergeant Bushman be issued a written reprimand relating to this accident, Peterson advised Currick. As Peterson knew from prior experience, a royal screw-up such as a Manitowoc sheriff, not necessarily a professional setback under Currick's leadership. Just a few months later, Bushman received a memo in his file. I want to congratulate and advise you that you have been selected to fill the position of Lieutenant Shift Commander. So what I'm getting at in reading this is that all of these people in Manitowoc, if you do what they want, you will get everything. That is how all of these fucking people got to their positions after they put Avery away. It is so blatantly obvious what happened that I'm almost at the point I pity people who don't see it. And I'm not putting down guilters, but I'm honestly at the point I pity them if they can't see this. This is so blatantly fucked up that there's no other way around it. There's just not. Even to the point that Currick had threatened people if they did not blame Avery. He threatened them. Like, and if you want to get ahead, if you wanted to get higher in your position, oh, you will name Avery. It is absolutely despicable. So I'm going to stop right there because this went way longer than I wanted it to. But I guess it's a good thing because I am going to premiere it because you guys, I know you guys are going to have a ton of questions. So don't forget Friday night. I just want you to know I still have not found guilters that are willing to do it. So for all my guilters that are out there, if you want to be on a live panel, I know Allie Apperson because she knows everything about everything. It's going to be me. I'm going to ask Irikos to do it, but I also need guilters. It's no good if we're talk about ourselves. You know, we all know they're innocent, but the whole point of it is, it's not a debate. It is a debate. Let me rephrase that. It is a debate, but it's not to insult. Nobody's cursing. Well, I might curse, but nobody's cursing. Nobody's yelling. Nobody's name calling. Nobody's, meant to feel dumb. It's really, can we flip the other side? Maybe they can turn us guilty. Who knows? Maybe we can turn them not guilty. Who knows? But I think it'll be a really interesting debate to see both sides in a very professional, educated forum. So with that said, that's all I have tonight. I really have so much to do. So I want you guys to make sure you subscribe. Check out my pre-Zellner videos from 3 years ago. Don't mind the hair though. I don't even know why I did my hair like that, but that's besides the point. So guys, have a wonderful night. I will see you on chat after I premiere. All right, peace out. Oh, and by the way, I have like 1,000 videos, like 1,000 pages of notes that I'm doing videos on, from Bobby to Scott to everything from this book. Absolutely pick it up. It is awesome. Awesome. All right. So again, don't forget to subscribe. Check out my other videos, and thank you guys so much for 1,040,000 views. I am blown away. All right. So peace out.